Travel in space or stay close to Earth for make-believe fun with this rocket gift bag. This is a really cute idea for using stencils.
Absolutely, and you know, I think it's so much fun when you can make the bag to put the presents in. It just makes the gift that much more special.
Exactly. So Jenny, tell us what we need.
Oh, well, you're gonna need, of course, a nice white paper gift bag, some oil pastels, some shelf liner, get the clear stuff, glitter glue, a nice big black marker, and then the template, which you can find on the website.
Okay, great.
So the first thing we're gonna do is actually prepare the template. Once you print it out, you're gonna wanna go over it with your nice marker, just to make the lines really bold and really thick so you can see them. And if you go outside the lines like I just did, that's okay. Just makes it more special and personal. Once you're all done, you'll see now that you can actually see those lines through the clear paper. So now you'll do the same thing all over again, and it'll feel a little more natural this time since you've already done it once. And draw the lines on the clear shelf paper. And go around and just take your time and do the best you can. Now, what's interesting about this particular project is that you're not cutting out the pieces, you're actually cutting out the holes to make the stencil, right?
Right.
So you can even kind of color in the areas that you're going to cut away. And that helps just keep your brain clear on what you keep and what you cut out.
That's a good idea. And I could see it would be useful too. You could do any drawing that you want. You just trace it onto your clear paper.
You could actually take a coloring book page and come up with a stencil that you like. I think there's just a lot of options here. So you can see that this is the part that I'm actually going to cut away right now. So I'm gonna use my little pokey scissors. And I don't know how you like to do this, but I actually go to the corners first, and then I trim away.
That's a good idea.
That way I can get, the corners can be tricky, but if you put those little snips in first, and then just trim away, it's almost like trimming away the flaps, right?
Right.
And then you can go ahead and cut it all out. And take your time on this part. This is the part where you're gonna be nice and mindful of how you trim out, because now this part is your finished stencil. Oh, and one thing too, save the circle inside the rocket ship.
Okay, that way you can make a window.
Yeah, okay, so the next part here is we're actually applying the stencil, which the shelf paper is your stencil now, to the bag. And this can be a little tricky too. It's good to have a friend to help you out.
Yeah, I'll hold it down.
But what I did is I kind of got it started, and then I flip it over backwards, and I just tug gently, and then kind of tap it down with my finger, and tug, and tap it down. And if you get a little bubble or a little wrinkle, that's okay too, because this shelf liner is repositionable, and you can kind of fix it as you go.
Sure.
So once you have it all released, and I'll just kind of leave that here for now, because I have one that's all ready for us.
Okay.
Let's
So
flip
you
that
just
over.
want to smooth this all down.
Smooth it all down so that it looks kind of like this. And actually we've used this one once, and it's good because you can see it a little bit better. But now's the fun part. This is when we actually get to color.
Yay.
Have one. So we're going to take our oil pastel, and we're actually going to color on the outside of the stencil, which makes no sense. Why are we doing that? Because we're going to use the paper towel and actually push the color into the stencil. It's almost like you're scrubbing it in. So again, you make almost like a little scribble of color, and then you rub it into the stencil area. I think it's so cool.
Fun. I love it too. And you can use that technique to blend different colors together.
Right. And here you can see where we did put that circle back in. So now it's all ready to go. So this is how you're going to complete your project. And you're going to color in all the area, smooth and blend as you go. You can see how we did the stars. And then when you're done, you peel off that liner, and look, you've got the stencil already there. Now, if you save this on a piece of smooth paper, you can actually reuse it a couple times.
Okay, cool.
So here's one that is all done, and now it's ready for some extra special embellishment. And I love a little bit of sparkly glitter glue. I think it just adds a little bit of panache.
Definitely. You could even write the person's name on it who's getting your gift.
You could put their monogram in the middle. You could make a little monster if you had some rubber stamps or you like to draw, put some googly eyes on. And you've got a beautiful gift bag.